Danger Dolan.
From swearing 70-year-olds to Daniel Craig's cursed genitals, we take a look at some of the least known facts behind 2012's Skyfall.
Number 15.
James Bond, Home Invader. While 007 is a master at infiltrating secret bases, you wouldn't expect him to break into your home. However, twice now Bond has broken into his boss, M's home. The first was in Craig's debut film, Casino Royale, where he's quite sternly warned never to do it again. And when Judi Dench warns you not to do something, you'd best stick to it. But in Skyfall, Bond returns to his breaking into ways just so he can surprise her, with the fact that he's back from the dead. He's lucky she didn't think it was the zombie apocalypse and shoot him in the head.
Number 14.
Product placement. It's no secret that Bond films have been using insane amounts of product placement for years now. Aston Martin cars, Omega watches, Smirnoff vodka, all the things needed for a super spy. However, on Skyfall, Coca-Cola was apparently not used as a drink of choice, but as traction enhancement for motorbikes. Large amounts of the soda were sprayed on the streets of Turkey for the opening motorcycle sequence, as it decreases the likelihood of the bike slipping out of control. It's not clear if Pepsi would work in the same way.
Number 13.
Contract to Kill. In an interview with Rolling Stone, Craig admitted that he'd been trying to get out of the franchise since he signed up. Craig said he was hoping that Skyfall would be his last Bond film. Remarkably though, Craig signed a contract for a further 2 films, taking him through the upcoming Spectre and its follow-up, which means admirers can rest easy with at least 3 more years of Craig's glorious abs on screen.
Number 12.
McAlister. Kevin McAlister. At the end of the film, Bond has to defend his ancestral home from attack. With almost no guns, 007 has no choice but to booby-trap the house to defeat the invaders. Now this tactic might remind you of someone. That's right, Home Alone's Kevin McAlister. It's reported both the crew and director would make comparisons with the 90s family film on set. Not only that, but 2 of the sound crew also had worked on Home Alone. However, their opinion on who was the more deadly trapper never came to light.
Number 11.
The Men with the Golden Statue. Javier Bardem's casting as Raoul Silva makes him only the 2nd Academy Award-winning actor to play a Bond villain. The other? The one and only Christopher Walken in A View to Kill. Although the film wasn't the biggest hit, it is notable for having both the creepiest and most hilarious villain in the series' history. This is mainly due to Walken's often unsettling and comical speech structure.
Number 10.
The F-Bomb. In 50 years of Bond films, Skyfall is the first to feature the F-word in all its obscene glory. The curse though doesn't come from Bond, but from Judi Dench's M at the start of the 3rd act while she reflects on the events of the film. Although it's argued that Timothy Dalton drops another F-bomb in his first film, The Living Daylights, but as it's inaudible, many debate exactly what he's mouthing. This ranges from bloody hell and oh damn it to strawberry jam.
Number 9.
Sean Connery will return. When Bond returns home for the climax, we're greeted by the Gamekeeper, a man named Kincaid as played by Albert Finney. Originally, the producers wanted Sean Connery for the role. While a good idea for celebrating the franchise's 50th year, ultimately it was dropped for fear that it would melt down the brain of every Bond fan with debates over continuity and codename theories. Oh, and some other thing about it also being a tasteless, cheap publicity stunt.
Number 8.
From the Academy with Love. Skyfall was the first Bond film in 47 years to win an Academy Award. Amazingly enough, Octopussy was not even nominated for Best Picture in 1983, despite having the best title in cinema history. Skyfall won 2 Oscars, being the first to do so as well, beating Goldfinger and Thunderball's 1 award win.
Number 7.
The British Knight. Believe it or not, Batman and Bond have a large amount in common. For example, both had their parents killed at a young age, and both used fantasy gadgets to fight bad guys. Skyfall director Sam Mendes was on record saying that Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight had a big influence on the way he saw how to shoot the film. Exampled in the comparison of Bond standing on a rooftop looking out over London in a similar way that Batman would over Gotham. However, plans for Craig to copy Bale's Bat voice were thankfully never considered.
Number 6.
No Americans? While a huge hit at the US domestic box office, it would be surprising to know that there is not a single American actor or character in the film. This is highly unusual for an English language film, and it's clear evidence of the popularity of Daniel Craig's Bond with US audiences. It could also be that American audiences are finally burying the hatchet against those vicious redcoats.
Number 5.
Die Another Lay. If you've been paying attention through the Bond films of the modern era, you might have seen that Bond isn't having as much sex as he used to. Over 50 years, 007 has banged at least 52 women, with more than that implied. Over Craig's tenure though, it seems that all the women we certainly know he had sex with end up meeting a gruesome end, including Strawberry Field in Quantum of Solace, Vesper in Casino Royale, and Severine in Skyfall. This all makes Craig's Bond the unofficial Black Widow of the series.
Number 4.
Straight razors are forever. In the week following the film's release, it was reported that cutthroat razor sales had skyrocketed by 400%. Meaning now at least 10 people owned one. The surge in popularity was attributed to the film because of the love scene where Eve gives James a sexy straight razor shave, commenting on how the old ways are best. It's assumed though that this rush of sales died down after the secret agent wannabes realised how difficult the old ways are without slicing open your own neck.
Number 3.
SIS Recruitment. Speaking of wannabe secret agents, it's probably safe to assume a lot of them were discouraged by an advert placed by the British Secret Service shortly after Skyfall's release. The ad placed by the SIS in major newspapers read that, if the qualities that make a good spy were obvious, they wouldn't make a very good spy. The recruitment ad's aim was to discourage gung-ho applicants and let them know that a real job of a spy would include mostly a lot of paperwork and laughing at how inaccurate spy films were.
Number 2.
Blown away teeth. In the final climactic scene, Javier Bardem's plan involves flying a very large and powerful helicopter to drop by Bond's childhood home. The helicopter in the film is an Augusta-Westland AW101, one of the newest and most advanced in existence. However, what the villain didn't see coming was that the downdraft of the craft's engine is so powerful that Bardem's false teeth went flying out of his mouth while on set.
Number 1.
Onset Interrogations. While shooting at a train station in southern Turkey, 3 youths were able to sneak onto the set trying to get images of the filming process. While pictures of filming are leaked all the time, what is interesting is the level of commitment these 3 went to get onto the tightly closed off area. It's reported that the 3 snuck into the train station through different routes, jumped over a wire fence, and slipped into and out of train cars before finally meeting up and disguising themselves as off-duty station workers. When finally caught, the 3 were interrogated by security before ultimately being thrown off set.
That's it for this countdown. And have a go!